do you remember this business of Haygrove coming up for sale? How old were you then?
27, 22.
22.
It was the Trumpet Pub, wasn't it?
So we went to the Trumpet Pub.
As the second hammer was coming down, I said, wait! As soon as the hammer did come down on my bid, I leapt in the air, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes! This is where the still young story of Haygrove began, right in this bedroom of my mother's bungalow. I spent 3 years, can't remember, something like that, in this garage. Be amazed at this. We came up all those years ago with the belief that the back of the Financial Times should not be measuring companies only on their financial performance. It was before ethical investment trusts, etc. They all came afterwards. So the mind was already crazily there. Haygrove's grown into what I like to think of as a bit of a spotty teenager. We have teams of great people in about 10 different countries, and we're farming not just in the UK now, but in South Africa, in Portugal, in China, and we're selling growing systems that we develop upon these farms in about 50 countries, so the footprint is far and wide.
For me as grower, it's very rewarding. The amount of work going into and everything you need to learn to produce a perfect fruit.
Step by step, we are growing. I see the results in the years.
We're enjoying our day-to-day jobs on growing berries and growing people, but we're also looking after our planet because our children and their children need to live and breathe in a clean, healthy environment.
I've been already many years, and I hope I will be many years from now on. Hopefully we can grow successful crops and good fruits and be proud of our products, what we deliver to the customers.
I sort of think of these people from those early days, not just the first crops and the first little areas, but the people. Finley Sean, who's our partner and managing director in South Africa, was a fruit picker here on this farm.
These other people, as you know, by virtue of what they have done within Haygrove since, were no fools, which is quite an important part of how these things grow, and then obviously eventually they gain their own momentum.
A small test plot near to what's now Haygrove Heaven proved ideal. We bought a neighbouring farm, and over time we grew that into the 191 hectare business that Haygrove Heaven is today. Whenever it chooses to set up operation, Haygrove is always very intentional about making a positive impact in the lives of those less fortunate, and that is particularly noticeable in South Africa.
Haygrove values our energy to energize and inspire those around us. Be positive. Humility, that's listen and learn fast. Be better and do better. Intelligence, to always apply practical and emotional common sense. And to encourage curious minds.
Blue Sky Farm is situated right on the coast, where the sunny climate and frost-free coastal location makes it one of the best sites in Europe for soft fruit growing.
We have helped Chinese growers to achieve better quality and quantity of fruit by using Haygrove growing systems. Combining English technology and Chinese manufacturing has led to the best quality at the most reasonable price.
At Haygrove China, our team working as part of the local community to create lasting, positive change.
By growers for growers. We invite customers from all over the world to see our own farms. This one in Britain has been the origin of a lot of those innovations.
I've worked with Haygrove for several years, and what I have learned is that they know no boundaries. Whether that be geographical spread or technical challenges, they're simply opportunities to be unlocked. Haygrove has energy, and it's built industry credibility through innovation, building relationships and consistent delivery over 3 decades.
For me, it's a pleasure selling this product because I know what it's doing for business. is giving employment to people, it's looking to reduce the amount of chemicals we're using, it's transforming the way food is produced, it's giving sustainability where there is less food having to be flown around the world because people are able to extend season. And the great thing is once they've had it for a couple of years, they normally get a very quick payback. So all those things in terms of quality, extension of season, higher class one and supply to their customer, they're very often then back on the phone saying, look, we need some more of this product. This is helping to transform our business.
We collaborate with our customers and our growers to really create new designs with crop types in mind across all regions, northern, southern hemisphere.
Haygrove South Africa has developed 42 hectares of our flat net system over apples on Applethwaite Farm in Elgin. This is phase 1 of a 3-phase project, which is to cover 150 hectares over the next 3 years.
As the business has grown, the cultural awareness that really starts from being a family values-based business is still a thread throughout the company. We're very alive to how we can design our business model, our products in a way that minimizes the impact on the environment.
There's a long list of global challenges at the moment, and climate change is probably at the top. And that's why we feel responsible for our carbon footprint and why we continue to invest in emissions reductions, and also why we're investing in the future by becoming carbon neutral.
I think taking into account the planet and people is definitely newer measurements that should be incorporated in every industry, not just food industry, not just with fruit. Your impacts aren't just financial.
You make a difference at different levels, and primarily the people who work within Haygrove are the centre of what's important.
I love you all.
I remember thinking, gosh, I've got to live for trying to give some opportunity to others that haven't been as lucky as I've been, and if I can develop a business that is both fun and full of nature and good people, that was foundational, a really well spent time. And so if business begins to measure itself on all three bottom lines of environment and people and money, and delivers on all three superbly, then perhaps we can punch above our weight, not just Haygrove, but as an industry. And my aim is that Haygrove, through the quality of what we do, becomes recognised as one of a number of leaders who inspire, who move the minds of others. That's the philosophy, that's why we do it. That's the job, that's the challenge.